good morning. I just want to talk for a minute about software-defined networking and different aspects, right? And just like pushing a configuration. A lot of times, we teach about software-defined networking, what it is and the theory of it. And people come away like, okay, I got a grasp of it, but they don't know what that really looks like in real terms, right? And I'm just going to do a really simple kind of demonstration where we create a configuration and we push that right to multiple devices. So let's go take a look. Here I'm in an environment called Cloud Vision. It is a Arista networking product. This is the cloud console, basically for a data center type of configuration, but it can be used in your environment. So we see we got a lot of end switches, we got some top of rack switches and things like that. So what we want to do is create what we call a configlet or a configuration. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to configutlets, and I want to come here and create a new one. So I'm just doing a really simple one. Let's call it a banner message of the day, and then right here I want to type in banner MOTD. So now we've given it a command, and now we're going to give it a message. No entrance. Let's just do no unauthorized entrance, which the bad guy could care less about, right? But anyway, it's just for people who may or may not have permission. And now that we've done that, so we've given it a command, and that's our message of the day. We've given it our context or our message, no unauthorized entrance. And now we're going to end that with EOF for end of file. Now what we want to do, I could go ahead and save this and push it, but we want to check it. Let's make sure our syntax is right. So I can validate that against a machine. Yes, my syntax is good. All right. So now I'm going to save that. Now that I've created that, I want to go back over here to network provisioning. Now I could choose to add that to any one of these individual switches, or I could choose to push that either from top of the rack leaf switch or from the spine, or I could come up to the main tenant and push it to everybody. So let's go push that to everybody all at once. So I want to go to manage configlets. Let's do a search. Banner MOTD. There's my banner. So I'm going to add that. And you notice all of them get this green halo around them. So immediately from my cloud console, I can see that there's something right fixing to happen. So I'm going to save that. And now they're all going to go kind of yellowish gold. And that's telling me immediately that there's a task that needs to be done. And also, if somebody makes a change directly on an individual machine, it'll show up here like that there's something changed. So I'm going to go to my tasks. I'm going to create a change control. I want to run these in parallel, meaning I'm going to push them all at once. Okay, I could run them in series where they do one, and then the next one, and then the next one. Sometimes wisdom dictates you do it that way as you're rolling out software changes. Sometimes we push it all at once. Just depends on the environment and things that we have going on. So I want to create that change control. Now this system is set up so that there are checks and balances. So if I was the technician who just configured this, my immediate supervisor would then come in, and here he would click on review and approve, and now he's going to look at on the left, he can see my design configuration, what I want to do, and on the right he can see the current running configuration, and so he approves that, and now somebody's got to execute it. So it could be another step in the chain. Somebody else is going to verify, but we execute the change and it's going to ask me a fourth time. sanity check here. Are you sure you want to do this? Because once you do it, right, you could develop a problem. So we're going to go ahead and execute that. It's just a little simple configuration we did. And this won't take but a second. All right, so it completed. It also gives us the opportunity right here to roll that back to the previous configuration if we decide that's not what we really needed to do. So I'm going to go back up here to network provisioning. Now I can see everything is back like it should be, okay? And I could click on an individual machine. And we can see that now there's my message, right? So my banner message has been deployed right here. And that could be for any configurations, right? Whatever changes we're making in the system. And this just happens to be for, layer 2, layer 3 switching. So that's just a quick look, but the whole idea here is that we can do this. And there's some really cool things, and maybe I will later on do one on AWS where we can literally build an entire network configuration as a package and then push that package. Like maybe we got a new branch office going in. We can develop all of that into a single provision, right, for that branch office from the cloud and push it, deploy it all at once. And it's all code, right? So today, network deployment has literally become a software development project. So that's just a quick look of doing that in a Arista environment. But the really cool thing is that we have this cloud console where we can literally see everything we have and its current state, okay? And if somebody went on an individual machine and changed something, like they remoted into that machine directly, or maybe they consoled in and they made some configuration change on an interface, it would show up right here. It would show me quickly that, hey, this one's out of sync with its design configuration. All right, well, that was just a quick look. I hope this helps somebody just kind of give you a realistic look, right, at doing some of this. All right, thank you.